Hi everyone, our topic for today is Computerized Information System or CIS. So we need to know what is CIS. It is a system composed of people and computers that process or interpret information. While audit objective is to express an opinion on the truth and fairness of the financial statement. These are the scope of work in computerized environment: input controls, processing controls, storage controls, output controls, and data transmission controls. Now we look into internal control in CIS environment, which are application control and general control. For application control, it is controls within a computer application which ensure the completeness and accuracy of input, processing together with the validity of the resulting entries, for example input, processing, and output control. There are 5 types of application control: data capture control, data validation control, processing control, output control, and error control. For data capture controls, it is to ensure all transactions are recorded only once in the application. The rejected transactions are identified, controlled, recorrected, and re-entered. Next is data validation control. It is to ensure data is accurately recorded. For example, sequence of check, unit test, and check digit verification. Next is processing control. It is a type of control that prevent and detect errors when transaction data are processed. For output control, it is to prevent computer output from either displayed or distributed to unauthorized users. And lastly is error control. It is transaction errors can be identified at any point in the system. For example, data capture and data validation or during processing or output control. Next is error should be corrected and resubmitted by the data center's control group. Now we look into general control. These controls covering the environment within which such applications are developed, maintained, and operate, and that ensure the effective operation of program procedures. 4 types of general control: data center and network operation, system software acquisition, change and maintenance, access security, and application system acquisition, development, and maintenance. For data center and network operation, these include controls over computer and network operation, data preparation, workflow control, and library functions. For system software acquisition, change, and maintenance, this acquisition of software should be authorized and approved. There must be adequate controls over changes and maintenance of existing system software. For access security, it is a physical protection of computer equipment to limit access to the computer facilities or to restrict program access to computer rooms. Application systems acquisition, development, and maintenance. The entity should establish written policies and procedures for planning, acquiring or developing and implementing new systems.
As for auditors' evaluation on computer information systems, there are 2 approaches that can be obtained by the auditors, which are around the computer approach and through the computer approach. For around the computer approach, the auditor does not examine the computer processing, but to ensure the completeness and the accuracy of the information by comparing the output reports with the input documentation. For true computer approach, the auditor shall use the microcomputer software when performing this approach to determine whether the controls in the systems are adequate to ensure complete and correct processing of all data. This is where computer-assisted audit techniques are used. So now we look into computer-assisted audit techniques. This computer-assisted audit technique is to simplify or automate the data analysis process. It is to assist internal auditors in their search for irregularities in data files. There are two types of computer-assisted audit techniques, which are audit software and test data. As for audit software, it is used to interrogate a client system. This program can be used in a large volume of data. It is to simplify the auditor's task by selecting samples for testing. For test data, it involves the auditor submitting dummy data into client system to ensure system correctly process it and prevent or detect and correct misstatements. Why we are using these techniques? It is easier to use to analyze large volume of data. It's simple to obtain data files, and it can access to many of the improved tools on the market. That is all from us. Thank you for your attention.